Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Love and Marriage DC Season 1, Episode 2. He's trying to watch TV. All right now. So this episode starts with Monique and Ashley meeting up. They talk about the 7-year itch. Okay. Monique says she feel like, well, she's been married 10 years and she felt like she's not being heard in her marriage. Monique, I guess she passed the 7 years, Monique, but on the 10th year it hit her. Okay. Ashley talk about not being able to do what she want to do, quit work so much she feel like that she's a single parent, and how she had to quit school twice, and she ain't getting her way. Now I'm gonna tell y'all. Honestly, I think I can relate to Ashley when it comes to that. The only thing is y'all got enough money that you could have did your online classes. You could have went on and not school out, you know what I'm saying? But I can relate a lot with the whole, you feel like a single parent and you doing everything because he out there working, and you doing everything else here. You know what I'm saying? So Monique is like, well, once you get your stuff together, what is his support gonna look like? Okay. Because she was like, look, Chris say, he gonna be there and he's there to support me, but I have to kick him some time and make him actually do it, like get up and do something. He ain't gonna just volunteer and do it. I had to actually make him do it.
Chris is one of those Southern traditional values type dudes where he sees women in one position and husbands is another. That's why he said, I don't cheat and I take care of it. I do, that's his whole thing. And I think not even just Monique, I think women kind of train their man with them bad behaviors. And then you 7 years in or 10 years in, like, wait a minute.
Well, the difference with Monique, he was a football player. Right. So he wasn't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So now that he's retired, but now she's like, it's my turn.
Acclimated to her doing her duties that he sees. He just seems like that type of guy. Women stuff, men stuff. I feel like that's the type of guy he is.
I think, and then like that, like I say, he's a football player, so he's an athlete, so he's used to being spoiled. Because he's probably been spoiled, not even in the league, but spoiled growing up. Because you know how they do them boys that they know going to the league. Yeah. So he's spoiled on top of it.
Yeah.
She like, look here, if Quick go out of town, he just go. If I go out of town, I gotta find a babysitter for the kids. I gotta get 3 different people to do the one thing that I do. Okay.
But like you said, they've got the finances, so I would just make Quick pay for it.
He definitely would pay for it. So she basically invite her to this little dinner at her house, okay? And then they do a little tee-hee-hee about her getting lipo child for her underarms because she sweat too dang on much, okay? Now see, that's the stuff. Use this money. Go get the lipo.
She said she had a vagina under her armpits. They're talking about having her husband give her a bang out underneath her arms. I was like, no, that's what happens when you can be married for that long.
She said he better hurry up if I get this lipo. Come on and get some of this iron. It was cute. Quick and his partner Sean Caesar is his name. Okay, they at his studio This dude been his partner for over 25 years. He said he's a father figure to him after he lost his dad at the age of 18. So this CIAA is coming to Baltimore. So I guess that is like the HBCU tournaments that they have in football and basketball. This year it's gonna be in Baltimore. Now, what Quick do is DJ the parties that go along with these games. Okay. Now this weekend he's been booked to work 15 parties. Okay. And he's done this before, but he
was
just worked
just trying to
himself.
figure out how does that work? Like
15 in the weekend. So
I mean,
five a day.
to the afternoon event straight over to the evening event. Like, how are you doing that?
Well, he's not doing it well because he had to be hospitalized. So he's not doing a good job at it.
And then you probably got to be up at the ass crack of dawn at the radio station, like from one thing to another thing. I don't know. It seemed like a lot.
And he sit up there talking about Ashley ain't gonna be happy about it. I was like, but you're gonna do it anyway, ain't you? So do it matter if she gonna be happy or not? Because you're gonna do it.
That's successful. Why do you need to say yes to everything? That sounds crazy to me. 15 things, and
he ain't got to. He want to.
He want to. He would have to.
He want to do it. He making it seem like
so he can say he did it.
Yep, he want to do it. He know he got sick last year. He know he passed out. He probably was drinking and not eating and partying and whatever. And his ass ended up in the hospital. And then she had to take care of his ass. And now he like, we gonna do it again. That's what it is. That's what's going on. Meanwhile, Monique meeting with some people at the radio station. She's hoping to get a guest host spot for one of the morning shows. And they said they looking for a mom. They said, you know, they like what she doing with the Not for Lazy Mom and her podcast and her essentials and everything. So she has everything that they're looking for because they interviewed her before and they liked it. Or she guest spot and they liked it. But their only concern is, two concerns. She got to be there at 5 o'clock on the air. Okay, that's Ricky Smiley and them. You know what I'm saying? Because they all, you know, when I get up, guarantee you got to be there.
I would never make it to a morning show. I would never make it. I wake up to listen to the morning show. I don't wake up to go to work at the morning show. That's a lot. Ooh. But then you be done by 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, some people do. Ricky Smiley don't. He still got to do stuff.
Yeah, I could do it. I was a first shift worker. So, you know, I used to faithfully be at work at 6 o'clock. Sometimes, hell, if it was hot in here and I worked in the dang on shop, we would have to be there. We'd be like, can we come in at 3 o'clock so we can get out of here before it get hot?
Like not successfully for not very long.
Yeah, no, I work that because you get out early.
Like the mall where you could get there at 10 o'clock.
You get there or you get done early. You can even go home, take you a nap, and it's still time to keep it moving, you know. And then back then I was doing my quick thing. So I would be in the club and then I'll be like, me and my cousin, because we worked together and that was my partner in crime. And we would be at the club. And I'll be like, okay, what time? It's 2 o'clock. We got to be at work at 6. If I could just get 2 good hours of sleep, we're good. We good. We would go do the whole thing, get 2 hours and be on that line 6 o'clock in the morning. But that was back in the day. I can't do that now. I'll be passed out like quick at the hospital. The other issue they had is they were that she gonna bring the drama that she had on TV to the radio and they don't want that. And she like, y'all, this stigma gonna hang with me. But they know if they watched it, it wasn't like that though. I mean, she did get physical, but it wasn't like that.
Don't act like you don't want her there because people are gonna listen because of her drama over there on other shows. So
right.
Mr. Whatever your name is.
So she said, you know, she got to talk to Chris about, you know, helping out with the kids. So Chris meet up Well, Winter's husband, Kevin, y'all, we got to meet Kevin this episode, okay? And Kevin tell us, look here, man, I was in the car and my divorce papers came through and she let me know I better sign them papers, okay? So they show us a flashback of them just 9 months ago and they was just like so in love. They was like, goo goo gaga, goo goo, I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that doesn't last long.
It didn't last long. But I do want to know when they showed the flashback 9 months ago, her hair was still like that. So she all right. That's her hairstyle. She 9 months ago, she got married. She was rocking that when she was in love.
That one, that winter.
I told y'all I get Katie vibes from her.
Yeah, she's a little cuckoo.
Yeah. So he tells us that, well, what had happened was he was accused of taking company money to take his kids ice skating. He said, I ain't never took them kids ice skating.
How much is ice skating?
I don't know what country did they go ice skating? Did they go to Iceland?
I was like, ice skating doesn't seem like that expensive that you would need to use company money for.
They went to Iceland. Yeah. Yeah. He gave us this long drawn out explanation. You know, they was going in and out because he must have been talking forever. So we never really got the full story of what really went
like
down.
even if we heard the other part, we would still not understand the full story. They was just like, anyway. So
he said he himself didn't really understand enough what was going on. And it put Winter in a bad situation. And you know, Chris, like, you know, yeah, because she already been through a lot with the other ex, and you know, here you come, you know. So
isn't Winter the relationship expert?
She's an expert. That's what she said. And he says, look here, the kids accused me of love bombing her, and you know, he was just loving her too much. You would. That's how scammers do.
Her kids or
her kids? Her kids accused him of love bombing her.
I don't know that I would receive that love bombing. I don't know that will, I feel like that would make me uncomfortable. What does that mean, love bombing?
That means he dropped a bomb on her. But look, it makes sense.
I don't know what that looks like. What does that mean?
That's what you do when you get ready to scam somebody. You come in strong, okay? You drop that bomb on them, okay? You come in strong, you lay it on heavy, and then in your mind, he thought, by the time this shit come out, she gonna be so far in love that she ain't gonna be able to see. But that didn't happen.
Well, I mean, all of that, what you just said, make me very anxious. Come in strong, lay it on heavy. I can't. Take time out.
Well, she said time out, okay, and she bounced, okay. Chris say, you know, that's the issue I got. Yo, I need to be more romantic. You know, that's what Monique be complaining about. I got to work on that. Then this boy got to talking about missing her kids, and he get to crying. And don't let me talk about the little one, because that little one, boy, that just brings tears to my eyes.
What? I don't like it. Calvin. What's his name? Kevin?
Kevin.
Like
it's Kevin. Yeah. No? Okay.
No love bombing, back up off the children. I don't know how long you knew them, but clearly not that long.
Not long.
So stop.
That's eerie that you bring somebody in your life and you ain't known them that long and you got kids. Now that's scary.
That he's in love with her children to the point of tears.
Especially that little one. That drives her in tears, okay? So we got Quick. He meets up with Jamie and a new person named Neil. We meet Neil. Neil is a basketball coach, and I guess Jamie kids play basketball, so that's how he know him. And they all meet out for drinks, okay? So Quick and Jamie, they have a quick little friendly competition because they got events going on the same weekend. But at the end of the weekend, they come together for a finale. So you acting like he just dropped this 15 events on you, but you and Jamie already got the finale worked out. Bye, boy, bye.
And it'll be fine because Jamie's people ain't going to Quick's party. Those are two different folks, so they'll both have their parties.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, y'all already had this all planned out.
Yeah.
So quick as Jamie, how does Irena feels about him getting back into the nightlife? And he's like, she don't like it, but she understand that it's his passion. Plus, she ain't getting away with him making money. All right. He said back in the day, she used to say what?
They've been together 26 years. He's not worried about that.
He ain't worried about it. He ain't worried about it. He said back in the day, she used to be jealous. You know, he used to be mad. She used to be mad at him liking all these pictures on social media, but he don't deal with all that no more. Okay.
Jamie, that wasn't that far back in the day.
Not social media, because 25 years ago. What did you want? Black people meet? What was Black Planet? That's what he was on, Black Planet?
That wasn't 20 years ago either.
Well, what was he like in the pictures on? He talking about the early on in the relationship. We weren't on social media 25 years ago, was we?
Liking pictures when? Last year? Year before?
Oh, a long time ago, Jamie said. Okay.
No, it wasn't, Jamie.
Quick, like, well,
his age, because for somebody his age, he was late to the game anyway. The kids was doing that. It took him a minute to catch up with that. Come on, Jamie.
He was talking about MySpace.
Oh, okay.
MySpace.
Baby.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, quick, like, look here. He thankful for his wife because it takes a strong woman to be with a man with their lifestyle. Okay. Monique is a vegan. Okay. She is having this dinner for everybody, and it's gonna be a vegan meal. Okay. She said you can put some bacon in front of her and she ain't even gonna want it. Okay, because she's so far removed from that. Now, if I had a chef that would cook my food, I probably could do that too.
Yeah, if I had that, if I gotta do it, it's not gonna be.
It's not gonna be the same. Like, they already know how to prepare. You can't have my butt in there trying to prepare or try to look for ingredients.
That's like a skill set, on another level.
Have you watched, and it look good though, but have you watched Tabitha sit up there and make them devil eggs? It took her forever to make that stuff look like an egg.
Who made the devil eggs?
Tabitha, my girl Tabitha.
I don't watch Tabitha, no, but I heard about her.
It's interesting, but it's like 50,000 steps just to do something that it took me to do too. Mm-hmm. And see, that's what I'm saying. I can't. Now, if you give me a chef that can know where to go to get the stuff and make it, I'll be vegan. Okay. Right. I can't do that. So it's easier for me to go throw the bacon in the oven and be done.
Good.
But that's why I'm plump. You know what I'm saying? But moving on. Child, she meet up with Chris in the living room and tell Chris, look here, she got this gig. She got to be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning. Because the morning show's from 6 to 10. And she tell him you got to hold it down in the morning. Okay. The kids, they homeschool, but they got to get up. You got to get them ready and stuff for school. And he said, shoot, I do whatever I need to do because I get up anyway. I be cooking the breakfast and everything. She was finna say something, but she cut herself off. She caught herself like this. Okay, we just gonna let it ride. He said he gonna do it.
He said, yeah, let him do it.
Let do it. She caught herself. She was like, okay.
This is the thing. He's not gonna do it the way you do it, but you got to be okay with that too.
Right. And then y'all got damn chefs in there doing the stuff anyway, but okay. I'm sure the nanny come over and be
Girl.
tutoring the kids and homeschool.
I feel like he been told her to get help.
Come on. So he tell her, you know, he met up with Kevin, baby. I don't know. I met with Kevin. Kevin seemed like he was madly in love with her. I heard what she was saying, but I don't know about that. She was like, she ain't got no reason to lie, Chris. She ain't got no reason to lie. She was like, it was things he ain't tell her before they got married. And you know, and then yeah, he's saying that because she the catch. She the catch. So Quick and Ashley, they go out to eat before they go to Monique's house because they don't want their vegan food like that. Okay.
They're like, we gonna get food before we go over there. I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah, like we'll nibble on it, but we gonna make sure we full.
Right.
He tell her about the 15-day event. Okay. She like, look, the last time you got sick and I'm the one who had to sit up there and take care of your ass while you sitting up there throwing up on the side of the bed and shit, you know. And she like, and by you now you talking about 15 days. The kids got events that you was gonna be at. Now you ain't gonna be there. Messed up. Yeah. Now I gotta cover that alone. And then she said, now I probably got 15 events that I gotta cancel now. I hope it wasn't the armpit thing, because I really don't want her to cancel that. She said it's just like a cycle, you know. He worked like crazy, and then he take on a few dates to make up, and then she complain and he make it right for a minute, then he go back to working crazy. It's just like a cycle they've been on for years, and it's probably not gonna stop.
I was gonna say that's what it is. It's a cycle.
It's a cycle, and you just gotta learn how to live within that cycle.
Doesn't everyone like have a, I guess you go through a phase and then you figure out the next phase and then you learn that phase. And I mean, as long as you're together, isn't that what it is? Girl, like, she had 10 years, like, isn't it a cycle? Like you've been in a relationship for a long time. It just be kind of like,
it's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
And then you learn how to work within it. Like you said, y'all got the money. Do what you gotta do. Hire somebody. He out there working himself to death. Use some of that money to help you out. Okay.
And then Chris is retired. She told him and he said, okay. So then
roll with it.
And your kids is gonna be eating cookies and stuff in the morning, and so
it is what it is. Or have the chef make sure that you got their meals
pre-made.
Right. We had Monique party. Girl, they had this badass fish tank sitting behind the dining room table. I was like, that's dope. I want to sit up there and eat my breakfast looking at the fish. That was dope. We meet Tasha. We already seen Neil. This is his wife, Tasha. Tasha did Monique here on Potomac and they became friends. So she at the party. Irena showed up and she wanted to know if DoorDash delivered because she don't do vegan food. Okay.
Looks freaking amazing.
She looks like she do, but okay.
I don't think she gets her armpits done.
She probably don't have to. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got the little coochie thing going
right.
on. Ashley is a little bit thicker. She a little bit, yeah. Ashley is there and she see Winter, because Winter came in and she said, Winter not my type of girl. I'm a party girl and I like to drink and turn up. And Winter seems like all that's beneath her. I didn't get that from Winter. Did you get that from
her? I haven't assessed Winter. I think I don't know.
She's weird, but I don't get that. All of that's beneath her.
Ashley is not somebody I could be feeling. Like, Ashley's the one I don't think I would be feeling like in real life.
Yeah, that's a shame because I really want to like her. So at the table, Monica's like, look here, we've been homeschooling the kids and we've been studying Africa and we're gonna go to Africa. We're gonna visit Kenya and we're gonna visit Nairobi where they do Giraffe Manor. And Jamie was like, is that the place where the giraffe be eaten? And Nara was like, I want to do that. And Jamie said, shh. Put his hand right in front of her mouth. Child, Winter was looking like, I know he didn't.
I know he didn't.
So we starting to see true
That's what happens
personality.
when you rely on someone else as far as your financial position. So did he create that lifestyle and now he feel like he can put his hand in her face and shush her because what's she gonna do?
We starting to see, child. I gotta see what's going on really at their house.
Y'all still want this advice for them 26 years?
Y'all was begging for it. This is what it's about. And
How
then
do
y'all
you
gonna
do
see
it?
Chris gonna be like, oh, that's how that work. Watch this. Hush.
Ain't work the same for him.
His
His wife don't shut up.
No. They get to talk about because they like, y'all going to Africa, y'all ain't nervous about COVID. And she like, I don't live in fear. And we had it twice. And then she talked about, the first time was worse because, I was the second time she was tired, but the first time was worse because, she was up in the room. She said I was losing salt or something. And the kids and Chris and them, they wasn't feeding me. And Chris got mad like, hold up now. Don't be telling these folks stuff like that. That ain't even how that go on. And they get to going back and forth. See what really happened was she said to Chris, go ahead. Then because they was going back and forth about it. And she was like, well, go ahead and talk. He was like, all right, hush now. And she was like, I ain't a Nara.
I am not gonna hush. Matter of fact, now I'm gonna talk more.
Right. That don't work over here, boy.
Right.
But what he said was, she usually don't like to be woken up. But she had to come down and tell me, no, I got COVID. This is something different. You need to come up here and check on me. This ain't a regular willy-nilly day when y'all just be bugging me while I'm trying to take a nap, okay?
Yeah, make sure I'm still breathing.
Right, this is something different, dude. Everybody was scared too. You better come up here and check on me.
Right.
So, that was the misunderstanding, child. They both apologized, about it or whatever. Quick, like, look, they arguing today. They're going to be butt naked, having sex in Africa tomorrow, okay? So, it's whatever.
Or after that party where they listen to everybody else's stuff, they're going to be like, whoo,
child.
That's why we had it bad.
Right.
This ain't nothing.
Then they wanted to get all up in Anara and Jamie business after he hushed her. He was like, she was like, well, y'all let us know what's going on. And they talk about their infidelity issues. And she was like, well, that was the issue I had. I ain't had no proof of it, but I had hints, stuff was going on, but I ain't really had no proof of it.
What does she have, like a picture of his back? That could be anybody's back.
They always trying to break up a good young couple. Jamie, like, people call me for everything. I'm sure they call you quick. Quick was like, don't put me in that.
Quick said, I don't even have a phone. She has the phone. So when people call, then she answers the phone.
Okay. No. They like, just own it. Don't put it on. It's your job. I mean, you ain't sleep with somebody because it's part of the job. You know what I'm saying? Unless your job is a porn star, but okay. Winter, she brings up being newly married, and then finding out that her husband's business was being sued for millions, and all his partners pulled out because he took the money. That ain't what he said. That ain't what he said.
He said something about ice skating. He said that's ice skating.
She said next thing she knew, he had moved back in with his parents. And he was talking about he was gonna fix it, and 6 months on down the line, ain't nothing been fixed. She said she only knew him a year, okay, before they got married. And she the relationship expert, so she thought, you know, she did everything. She crossed all her I's, dot all her T's, talked to everybody. Child, evidently you didn't. Well, Chris was like at dinner, you know, I was talking to him, and you know, he really loved her. And she said, well, I'm not leaving him for love. I'm leaving him because he ain't being honest. Okay. And she said, he said he had a basement apartment, but he ain't say he was in the basement of his parents' home. And then Ashley was like, well, you ain't asked him. And who marry a person who ain't never been to his house, to their house?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I just don't understand. What if he had a whole wife at his house? And based on the way we see him being shiesty, he could have a wife somewhere.
Oh, James DeBarge. Don't he look just like James?
Oh, no.
He look just like James. Yeah, you need to find a picture of James and him and put them right next to each other. Yeah, but James, the one that had that baby by Janet, was married to Janet, right? Was that James?
He was married to Janet, yeah.
Okay, so when James was explaining that he believed he had a baby by that, take that picture at that moment and take Jamie's picture and put them up side by side, child. They look just alike. I ain't lying. I ain't lying.
I'm not gonna do that now, but Miss Winter, what kind of checking was you doing? I just don't understand. And does he live in the apartment and his mother's like, does she have a basement apartment? Like, that's not an issue if she has a, you know what I'm saying? If she has a basement apartment.
She said living in the basement apartment in Georgetown and living in your mama basement apartment is something totally different.
How?
Who said he was in Georgetown? Did he tell you that?
But I mean, if it's a basement apartment, why is it different? If your mother has one, why wouldn't you? And it's available.
I thought it was because she was looking for the money. She's like, he has this multi-millionaire company. He must be a multi-millionaire company if they lost millions. So she was thinking it was more than what it was. I don't know, child. I don't know. But next week.
Was she in it for the money then?
Well, it sounds like it. I mean, let's not act like she wasn't just married to.
The whole idea of being love bombed and I ain't never been to somebody's house. These are all bad decisions. I don't know what kind of coach she is, but she shouldn't say that anymore because I don't trust her judgment.
I'm just saying she was married to this athlete prior to, and I'm not saying that she could go digger, but.
The athlete that had the baby with the nanny.
Mm.
She led with that, and who knew that it could get any worse than that?
Well, it did. Okay, and what I'm wondering is the reason why the thing got real messy is because now you his wife, so they coming after your expenses now.
And you don't want that, right? But you should probably know that before you marry somebody.
Because he said he since, and then 6 months later ain't nothing taken care of. I think they in her pockets now, child. And so she like signed these divorce papers
now.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. So Next week we got Ashley and Winter Child. They drama gonna continue because she ain't like that comment.
Matt, that thumbs up on the Skyfire channel. I'm sorry if she been talking too much. It's because she been at work for like she got to work until like 7 days, and that's why she been all talking crazy and all that stuff.
So does that mean we're done?
Tell them we'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.